Vincere et vivere.
Keep your distance.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
What's he got to say for himself?
Lots of talk about the brilliant future of Baldur's Gate, city of steel and justice.
Does he say anything about the horror?
What are you staring at, pal? You dropping eaves? Get gone!
Gossip. All of it gets in that bloody...
Got a tip for you, mate. Don't believe everything you read.
Broadsheet. Puzzles. What did we think of the story's ending?
The book ended too soon. There was plenty of dusk left to explore.
Tell you what, I really enjoyed our book this month. Dusk's Dark Desires. Highly recommend it.
Hang on. Don't distract me. I've been waiting a bloody month to talk about this book.
Oh, hello there. Feel free to listen in, but only members may participate in discussion.
You know, I've never seen this place. Daylight before.
And what was your general...
I always loved this park. Spent a lot of time here as a boy battling imaginary monsters.
Oh. I was going to say it looks wretched. The dark hid all the kitschy details.
A very juicy read.
You said you wanted to chat, my love?
Yes. I did want to chat.
What did you want to talk about, my darling?
Run! Oh, friend! Hello? Because running is brilliant! Stop running? But then I won't be running anymore! Stop running to run better. Okay. See you later. Home, 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 home.
Copper for your thoughts?
Oh, a new face in the park. How charming.
First you worry about the guards, now you're chatting to every stranger we see. There's no time, Martina. We must complete our walk.
Fine, darling, fine. I apologize for my husband. He takes his daily constitutional very seriously.
Just my luck to get assigned to Captain Crackwall. Mad as pest, that one.
Just out of view. Then get in and out.
He has twice the kills you did at that age. He knows the 7 major arteries, the blind spots, everything. That mind flare is done for. Forgive me, I was speaking to myself. A habit solitude has encouraged. Galbraith Stredivas, mind flayer hunter. My son is tracking one of the beasts as we speak. No. The more minds for an illithid to feast on, the greater the risk. As I know too well. I tried to save another and wound up retired. Permanently. My son has taken up the mantle. He fights tooth and nail every single day. I only pray it's enough. That I've done enough. It is rare to meet someone who doesn't fear mind flayers. You remind me of an old friend. A hero of his time. Here. He gifted me this. Call it thanks for setting me at ease. They won't win, you know. The mind flayers. Not with my son fighting the good fight. And you. Let's have some fun.
Attention. Out of sight, out of mind.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Be wary. This place is trapped. Trap. Be cautious. Step carefully. There's a trap.
Ready. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Time for discretion. Quick and quiet. Be careful. There are traps about. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
us adventuring. Free for the taking.
The Flaming Fist don't stand for trouble, so stay out of it, yeah?
Carefully now.
Baldur, my friend, you...
The city fell under Gortash's charms without him casting nary a spell.
Well, most people are idiots, Will. You could lure them into a dragon's maw if you promise a bag of sweets.
The people aren't stupid, Astarion. They're scared. Gortash provoked a damned war, and then promised them safety.
Safety, sweets, it's the same principle.
Lord Enver Gortash, the people's man, the gate's protector.
Noble crowd, fancy dress. It's just theatre to them.
This is the armory, not a bloody open house. Fists only. Now clear off. Trade? Do I look like a shopkeeper? This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist. Fine. Keep your boots on. That lot of use that hunk of junk was. Keeping me safe, were you? Useless.
Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Look, I'm all for Gortash, but those clankers, they don't sit right with me.
Because they do your job better than you and without complaining. It is unnerving.
Imagine where we'd be without them. The city would be overrun. They're all that's keeping this cult at bay.
He has a point. They make people feel safe, if nothing else.
Ha! You hear this? Tell my friends how safe you feel with those metal giants stamping about.
They're a true miracle of engineering.
Ha! It'll be a miracle if they're still working in a 10-day.
Cult army on the march, killer on the loose, and Mistress Dorenbold still drags me hither and thither.
You hear? My lady says Absolute's army's on the march. There's watchers. We'll hold the line. You best believe.
Head up, chest out. Lord Portier could descend any moment.
I'm not sure I believe her. But does it really matter?
Lord, Archduke, God. I'll call Gortash what he wants. As long as Lord Chattershield pays me for all this waiting around.
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Your way to the audience chamber.
Stuck in the hell as if it weren't for him. Have you seen the TV at the scene?
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
That should tell you. What? Every jig's just the same as the last. Sticking up for each other as the sky falls
Lord
around us.
Gortash is expecting you.
It must be
Please
exhausting
make
to be...
your...
Hush. Patriarchs are upstairs. Lord Janeth could call for me at any moment.
Sorry, these dukes are working me to the bone.
Don't mind if I do.
is expecting you.
You're free to explore. Within reason.
Liberated them from one hell and trapped them in another. Ravengard is a
Good day, citizen. Please notify the Steel Watch if you witness any undesirable activity.
Big day. Can hardly contain myself.
Shh.
An Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Never thought I'd live to see the day.
Don't like the look of this Gartash fellow. But don't you tell him I said that.
Silence! I don't want to miss a single word.
A proud day for the Flaming Fist, and for all of Baldur's Gate.
I beg your pardon, but have some decorum.
Do mind your manners.
No distractions, please.
Please, not now.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlak. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
And stay light on your feet, soldier. They can't kill what they can't catch.
Stand down, villain. The Steel Watch commands it.
Don't fucking touch me! Gortash! Face me, you fucking asshole!
Ah, apologies for the disruption, my friends. We appear to have guests.
Fine. I'll wait for now. But that prick Gortash is going to pay.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlach, come and say a proper hello.
My respects? You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I come to an understanding. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my Steel Watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
You look carefully, but discover nothing.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
An imposter? But who in the hell's...
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. You carry the stone plucked from Merkel's chosen. Besides, I'm not ready to call you enemy. At least not yet. Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Archduke Gortash, man of the people, the right people.
An Archduke! Finally someone who can stand up to those wretched absolutists.
Ravengard has not once failed this city. If he trusts Gortash, then so do I.
The Steel Watch has made an impenetrable fortress out of the Sword Coast's crown jewel. I can't think of a better endorsement for Gortash than that.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn. Why do you say this? Only the shadows would name the sun a tyrant. Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. And it will be Gortash who ignites the final spark.
No. This isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Torill's first and only grand city.
First comes a vision of terror, the city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
So, the real man is still in there. Somewhere.
Have we finished then?
Dearest Karlach, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your camp.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me?
Were you hoping for something else? A word of wisdom? A hug?
Thanks to you, I don't hope for things anymore. I just take whatever it is I want. See you soon, motherfucker.
You most certainly will.
Archduke Gortash. Now there's a man who knows good business.
Finally, a leader with some charisma. Ravengard was quite the dullard.
So, we have a shape changer at our camp. Good luck finding her. You could watch out for anyone acting strangely, but, well, you know the lunatics we camp with.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him? Yeah, fucker always had expensive taste.
I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is?
I guess I didn't notice till it was too late either.
I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Soldier?
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words, like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge. An imposter in our camp. We must identify them. And quickly. Without trust, our fellowship is doomed to wither and die.
Hey, soldier.
You're good to go.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. Rude. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Toril's path around the sun. We'll have answers soon enough. Mizora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Please, don't look at me.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
I had no wish to lose Will, but my, it would have been nice to flush her into the colony's flesh pit. Yes? That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme. You speak of a battle more than a century past. Baal's minions led us through a maze in the Undercity, older than Baldur's Gate itself. We paid little mind to the path ahead, let alone how we might return, or that we would return at all. Still, the Undercity shifts. We might search down there. Or better yet, find a Baalist to lead us. It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to assume the best.
Miss Zora, I'd take anything she says with a grain of salt. But with her claws as deep in our business as they are, I guess we can't ignore her completely.
I don't relish the idea of Mizora visiting our camp, let alone offering us anything resembling a deal. When the devils start approaching you, you know you're in deep.
Always good to talk, my friend.
Moon Maiden, hear me. Protect the woman we both love so very dearly.
Mizora schemes with Will's very freedom. He deserves to know what she is up to.
Whatever business Will has with Mizora, it will cost him dearly. Or worse still, it will cost us. I hope we can afford it.
Will ought to know what happened with Mizora. Whatever she has in store for him can't be good.
Fate, spin. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? The girl has left to hew her own path. She left behind a letter, as thou doth know. Hast thou other business?
A devil will come for her due. Mizora is no different. Whatever it is she comes to offer, whatever choice Will makes, someone will suffer. Count on it.
Any complaints will be handled after you turn your animals over to the...
Gazette has a transcript of a conversation with Archduke Gortash.
What's he got to say for himself? City of crime and chaos.
No, he mostly avoids that talk. Gazette has a transcript of a conversation with Archduke Gortash.
I agree. Who'd have thought a werecow could be written so beautifully? Laurie's best character. The novel's protagonist is such a basic choice. Listen, I know what I like, and the book delivered it in spades. Impossible sometimes, Wendy. Impossible. It's a good thing you're doing. More than most.
Park's no place for a stroll anymore. More likely to find a muggin than a picnic these days.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. She has a tadpole.
Or perhaps you'll find something bloodier. The Absolute's warriors are at work, just beyond here. You'd be wise to not interfere, sister. Nothing's going on. And even if there was something, you'd be wise to ignore it. Absolute's business. Got it? Now be off. You'll attract attention. In her name.
I wasn't even supposed to be on duty today. Had plans to go fishing.
These young folks have no idea how good they've got it.
Sorry, pal. Table here is reserved for retired fists only. Veteran perk, you understand.
Aye, well met, citizen. Oh, I mean fellow citizen, I guess. Sorry, not used to retirement. fist these days. Can't take a piss without a steel watcher helping them aim. It's pathetic.
Don't listen to Vistra. She talks big for a short old dwarf. Those good old days weren't all rosy.
These figures hiding in the foliage. Might be a trap.
I'm not talking to someone dressed in
Don't want to draw any attention.
I refuse.
We redden our steel by the light of day in his name. You are our lamb, ready for slaughter. Lady Orin asked us to test you, but I think you'll fail. What say you, little lamb?
Making my move.
Let this murder be his settlement.
Nothing will stand in my way.
out of this, Captain. Do not forget who you serve.
Of course, I just thought you might need assistance.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. The fist has a tadpole, but something's off.
Not I. We. And we do not serve.
Defective. Very well. Another offering to Baal.
Fleet of foot.
Poor fucker.
Let's do it. Outmaneuver them.
Can't even catch my breath. Never a dull moment.
can't slow down.
Let this murder be his sacrament!
Still breathing, despite everything. Blood comes easy these days.
Finding my way.
Soldier.
I need your help.
survival is all that matters. Time to push my luck again. Swift as my feet can carry me. Good idea, I think.
Making my move.
Put him up. no choice but to keep going. Nothing important is ever easy.
All right, Karlak, it's go time. Heading out.
That nearly ended me.
Quick! Must be quick! This mind is small, fragile. Listen now. You know us. Absolute will. Absolute power. Not much time left. This mind cannot bear us. Turns to liquid. Listen close. We learn. We grow. Loosen our clumsy bindings. Aid us. Necromancer dead. Changeling and tyrant remain at odds. Kill them. You have a place in my grand design. What happened? Why do I taste copper?
Bloody hells! Who were that lot? And the captain? She's dead!
Someone there?
What to do? Take Cura.
How delicious.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Who are that lot? Need to report this. Need to get reinforcements.
Can't give up now. Let merriment abound.
That was nothing like the violence I've read about. It was horrid.
What? I think next time we'll hold our meeting inside.
You killed them. Those people in the robes. How thrilling.
And what were your general feelings on the book? A thrilling read. Gave me goose pimples.
Bits of the book were downright naughty.
Morgan, please.
Lucy Ash.
Good, because we have no time. This sleepy one's...
If everyone made room for a few more, there'd be no refugee crisis. City'd be better for it too.
New to the city, are you? Don't worry. It's not as scary as it seems.
6 children.
The Blushing Mermaid. Not my preferred drinking hole, dear readers. In fact, the Blushing Mermaid is an adrift shipwreck in more ways than one. For starters... Excuse me? I must return to my work. The Baldur's Mouth Tavern Review doesn't write itself.
How are your new guests settling in?
Soldier.
After all that time in the road.
Let's talk.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear?
The mermaid, faithful readers, as the incessantly interrupting street wanderers ruin the atmosphere outside the Blushing Mermaid.
It's so unfair. I tried to go to Duke Gortash's ceremony, but it was a closed event. All I wanted was a peek at him. He's gorgeous.
Tell that to Glitterbeard. He'll have our heads.
If I'm not swinging a hammer working, I'm swigging a mug here drinking. Look out, lads and lasses. Tons are starting to feel
Keep bloody wits about you in here. The captain is trying to keep it hush-hush, but I heard a kid got nabbed. Knew it. No wonder Captain Grizzly shoots daggers at anyone who mentions it. My guess, it's them squatters. Spotted a bunch of misfits sneaking into one of them boarded-up houses. Ugh, animals. Lord Gortash will find that kid and sort all this out. Just you wait. This used to be some...
Wondrous news. Baldur's Gate has a new Duke. Gortash will do marvelously. Don't you think?
Yes, you. Yes, you worry. Just one more drink, and I'll have beat that day.
My friend dared me to come here alone for a couple of mugs of ale. So here I am. Huh. Come on then, mate. Who would want me dead? Oh, shit. You're serious. I can see it in your eyes. I've got... shit! I've got a tab to settle. Shit!
You're going on a date? Are you joking?
The city is a hair's breadth from violence, and we're shipping off at first light.
So? I'll be back by then.
Mate, you'd be late to your own funeral. Look, skip the date, and I'll take you out the next time we port, all right?
Her eyes shine with concern and love, that of more than a friend.
Love? Well, I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, I'm worried about you, mate.
Ship wouldn't be the same without you.
Oh, come on. You know I'm a sucker for that soppy shit. Fine, no date. But let's say we grab another one here for the road. My treat.
Deal.
So, where are you taking me out at next port? I'm thinking... expensive.
Nowhere, if you don't finish your drink and move.
You
the memories. The blushing mermaids where 15-year-old
So do you every
snuck
time you
his
see
first
us.
kiss.
Now finish your drink. Oh, Paul.
You didn't kiss anyone until you were 15. gods. What a tragic, sheltered life.
Sheltered? Not at all. I was exposed to all manner of riot and revelry. Hells, my father even urged me on once or twice. But I've always been a bit old-fashioned on these matters. I find more pleasure in a courtly dance than a loveless fling.
If you had to choose the rat one or the blonde one, which should I? Which would you choose?
Shh. Red one or blonde one?
You're right. You're so right. Bosun, a red ale, please.
No pissing or shitting. If you break it, you pay for it. Any fighting and Captain Grizzly will shank you. Got it? Guards above. Not again. You pull a knife on me like the last one and you're getting a boot, you hear? I've killed people with a splinter, mate. Of course I'm wary of a blade. Laura was her name. Started tearing the place apart, screaming about some kid. Bloody disturbing it was. Captain Grizzly had to clock her in the end. Threw her out on her arse. Good riddance. That smell. Lads. Did someone piss on the floor again?
Umberley's tits. That's the last time I hit the meat that hard. Bloody hells! Why is everyone so loud? Can't the captain get some peace? Close the window, and the bosun would be grumpy. Ugh. Can't a captain be bloody hungover in peace? Oh. Why, hello there. Captain Grizzly at your service. What can I do for a long drink of water like yourself? You're standing in it, smart ass. Or our innards, at least. She may not sit on water no more, but she'll always be my ship. Oh, there's drinks aplenty at the bar. Anything else? Well, those days are behind me, even for one as fine-looking as yourself. Oh, not this claptrap again. Listen, Laura was here, all right? Knocking back pints like there's no tomorrow. But she was alone. I saw head nor ass of this so-called kid, and when we tried to kick her out, she pulled a knife on my front man. Bet she didn't tell you that bit, huh? Not a notion. But not a soul has seen this so-called Vanna of hers, myself included. Look, I know Laura from my pirating days. She ran with Bart Blackdagger's crew. Heard they tossed her overboard when she gutted the bosun over a game of cards. Now, I'd no beef with her before this. All are welcome in the maid. But threatening my staff, claiming we took her kid, she's bonkers. Dangerous. Next time she pulls a knife on me and mine, someone might die. Something has to be done. Gods! Do I have to spell it out for you? There is no child. Laura is mad as a box of frogs. She's dangerous. And I couldn't call myself a captain if I stood by and did nothing. I hate that it's come to this, but I'll pay a hoard of gold to whoever scuppers her. Permanently. No less insane than lying about having a kid. If you don't do it, I'll find someone else. You can make it painless. Not everyone will. Well, don't take too long, or someone else might get there before you. But then the bosun would be grumpy. Ugh.
Choice is a luxury.
My fearsome cat.
One you'll...
The captain is gonna belt the heads off these lads if they keep singing. Stick around. It's gonna be quite the show.
Want to hear a hot one? The other day, I met some folks who banded together to fight back. Against what, you ask? Hags. How stupid can you get?
Dad, I'm not a cow you can sell on the market.
Please, honey. Creditors are clawing at our door. This marriage will save the business. Just meet the Nilsson's son. One meeting. For us. For your family.
Excuse me, madam, quick question. Would you marry a stranger so your family can make buckets of gold?
See? I'll tell your mother to make arrangements.
But, Dad...
Not another word. You'll meet the Nilsson boy, and you're going to love him. I promise.
Cat, my fearsome cat.
The Nilsson boy is a lovely chap. Good family stock, too. This marriage is for the best. You'll see.
Sure, Dad.
You know what makes a mermaid? Right?
If you're here for the music, look elsewhere. It's like listening to a cat being flogged up here.
You know, Captain Grizzly, she glared at me once. Nearly pissed myself. It was amazing.
Wave rose up, the bitch.
Oh, I'm cockeyed. Another! The big screen favors me. Ain't no better grizzly than Captain. I mean, Captain than Grizzly.
You've been caught in the act. So much for the perfect crime. With your ill-gotten gains discarded, the accusation fizzles away.
Gotta stay sharp in case the captain calls on me. She likes a bit of pearl diving, spot of keel hauling. The old argy-bargy, if you get me.
If you're some big fan of Duke Gortash, turn your ass around and walk. Preferably straight into the harbour waters.
Word of advice, don't open a tab here. I didn't pay for 16 months, and suddenly it's work off your debt or lose a limb. Not a bit of reason on them. This is damn slavery.
Something over there.
Taking my time in the shadows.
This game sucks dead nulls. When do I get to be the Steel Watcher?
Hello, fellow citizen. I'm not suspicious. Are you?
The girl is hiding something from the other one. She has candy in her pocket.
You spotted it. It's spy candy, because I'm a spy for the absolute. Whee! Halt, citizen.
wait right here for Steel Watcher scanning. Ooh, a snitch. I mean, good tip there, citizen. You may pass. Don't move, Cinnamon. Now, inspection protocol initiated. Hand over that candy.
Oh, come on. When is it my turn? You ratted me out. You knew I had candy in my pocket. Doesn't matter. It's spy candy, because I'm a spy. I'm gonna violate all the protocols.
It was so clever of your grandparents to build there.
Downstairs, the glitter gala. Upstairs, the chromatic scale.
The breeze must be blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the foundry. Belching smoke. That might be worth a look.
Oh, this neighborhood isn't what it used to be.
Drab attire, lackluster skin. My darling, you need my gems. They'll brighten even a ghoul like yourself. Or, if you are the practical sort, I also stock enchanted stones. They're almost as magical as myself. A skeleton would be more accurate. You have good bones, darling. You just need decoration, and you're in the right place. Darling, we're on this plane but for a blink of the eye. Why not get a little luxurious? Remember, a life without glitter is no life at all. Take care now.
A customer. Come, Docha. You look like someone who knows their way around a lute. Or perhaps you enjoy the drums. Flute? No. Lyre. Oh. Well, no matter. My instruments make the most splendid of gifts. I'm sure you'll find something for even the most contrary of bards. Thank you for coming to my little shop. I hope you have a wondrous day.
What could be more pleasant than spending one's inheritance? Though I don't imagine you would know. This neighborhood isn't what it used to be.
Old Lady Whitburn, the mother-in-law, never comes down to the lower city. I'm glad I'm not such a snob.
Those clanking great steel watches. Hate them. No matter what the mouth says.
I wouldn't hold your breath if you're here to see Figaro. No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
I really need my hair doing, so you'll have to wait in line.
Maybe. I don't know how closely they watch it.
Oi, you! Get in the bloody queue! How long do you think Master Pennygood expects us to wait? I'm bored already.
And browse while he's with a client.
It's unusual for prey to supply the tools of its own butchery. Razors, scissors, nail files. So many cuts one couldn't make. And yet, such a fleeting window. But then, who am I to deny the auspices of destiny? For we are celebrating, Master Figaro. You have the delicious honor of being my crowning achievement. Your body is my ultimate gift to my lord, Bard. Together, we shall transcend. A challenger. My lord tests me. This piteous hovel will be your grave, challenger. I will savor your final breath. My last kill before becoming.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Another witness to my sacrament. How fortunate.
On the victor's path.
wonder if the gods are watching me.
Moving.
Battle favors the fearless.
No way to run a business,
Well,
business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with.
magic, innit?
So you believe me then?
Stranger things have happened in Baldur's Gate.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Shall we cut and run?
Battle favors the... Might will prevail.
Hungry for the slaughter.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse.
I'm gonna faint.
I should have known it would be you. Thank you. If it had been the dwarf alone, we might have stood a chance. But these doppelgangers, they swarmed us. We were paralyzed before we even had the chance to fight back. I was heading that way after we last spoke, when I heard a commotion. I stepped in to see what was going on. It's not every day you have the chance to catch a killer in action. Not even in this profession. These killings aren't random. In fact, they seem to be part of some sort of test. That document you showed me before, the one with the victims' names on it, that was the briefing. The killers paralyze their victims, take their hands as an offering for Baal, and make it look like the cult of the Absolute was behind it all. It grants them access to a tribunal. From what I could gather, it's some sort of rite of initiation for aspiring cultists to prove their worth. And it's taking place beneath Candle Hallow's tombstones. Like I said before, it's not something I can look into in an official capacity. But you... It's not a place I'd ever heard of, if I'm honest. But rumour has it, there were some hidden cellars somewhere near the Elf Song. Technically, I haven't yet done an inventory of this crime scene. So if, something were to go missing from a corpse... And I'll pick up where I left off. The upper city. When I'm done, I'll stop by the Basilisk Gate. If you've got anything to tell of your invest...
At least things have stayed interesting.
Why would a Barrows want Master Figaro dead?
Didn't like the roughs on the new Facemaker fashion line? Who can say?
Sicarius. An odd password, but all right. Once it works, I suppose.
That's the most tasteless slogan you've come up with yet. Great job.
Come on, let's go.
Well...
That's the most tasteless slogan you've come up with yet.
Take Cura.
I must say, I'm damn lucky you showed up when you did. Can you believe what that monster was doing? Well, I'm not sure. Discounts are reserved for only the most loyal customers. The look on your face. You really thought me that tight-pocketed? Jests aside, thank you. You forever have my humblest gratitude and a most generous discount on my wares. In the face of such horror, I don't see that I have much choice. Now, how may I help you today? I sell anything and everything needed to cultivate your countenance. The best you'll find in Baldur's Gate. Certainly better than any dreck you'll pick up in Worm's Crossing. Very good, ma'am. Now remember, fashion's a fickle mistress, so be sure to return.
What's cooking?
Ill luck when you shop. Pacemaker fashion.
Never a dull moment.
I'm ever so glad Master Figaro was saved. I'd have been out of a job otherwise.
Stories, get them right here. Printing
Freshened up and ready to fight.
Second coming of Baldur. Horse cat.
Stories, get right here!
The singing lute. This is the private abode of Alexander Rainforest. Friends make appointments. Clients respect office hours.
Wonder what's past this.
What's that?
Hello, hello. Ooh, are you the new cheese dropper? I do hope so. I'm almost down to the last crumbs. Alexander was his name. He dropped all manner of morsels, but the cheeses were the best until the Red Man visited. A dwarf, all dressed in red. He smiled and held Alexander close, and then Alexander was shouting and struggling, and soon he was all dressed in red as well. So many red morsels fell out of Alexander. They tasted like salt and rust. Very good, even better than cheese. Yes? Tasty. He didn't need them anymore. Go away now. Your delicious scent makes me crave your morsels, but it would be rude to bite you.
If everyone else minds their business,
Do you hear those
I'll be
noises coming
fine.
out the old Albright place?
Louder than foxes and all through the night.
Know what it is, don't you?
Opportunists, the lot of them. And not a thought for their neighbours.
This is a ritual, and the murderer wanted it
Place is
found.
trapped.
Better make my next move. Step in. There's a trap.
Damned idiot. What now? Dribble's foot. Oh, and it smells even worse than it looks. Oh.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
trust no one. Should be easy.
Best get going. I wish I'd something to give, but times are hard for all of us.
Private residence of Oliver Tafoco. If I'm not here, I'm waiting to greet you downstairs at Beehive Goods and Wares.
A cozy little spot, isn't it? These four walls have witnessed greater alchemical triumphs than the keep of Erngarth Durand. And now that you're here, the crown jewel of my research is soon to be faceted. All you have to do is drink Formula Gruner.
If that's her formula I can smell, it's even fouler than her blood. Of gods below.
When you first entered this home, you saw the incredible latent power within your blood exposed in all its nuances. Formula Gruner will unleash that power within you. Risky, but, safe.
Say no. The only thing she's offering is pain. And I don't want to see you hurt.
Not even for the betterment of the alchemical arts the realm over. Not even for that. Oh, marvelous. I've never been so excited for anything in all my days. Just stand over there, far over there, and drink up.
What are you doing? That had better go down the drain, and not down your gullet.
Politician ever went down?
I say, I am positively giddy. Go on, drink the formula. I tremble with anticipation.
explosive. Oh my! My heavens, you lived! This is incredible! I'm seeing stars! I'd hypothesized you wouldn't, my friend. And you've proven me absolutely correct. You are the world's first detonative exsanguinator. To put it simply, from this day on, your blood goes boom. Big boom. It's incredible. All it needs is a spark. Certainly not. But it might do damage to anyone who makes you bleed without your express permission.
Naturally, I always ask first. I'm civilized, unlike you.
There are other necks available for biting, of course, if you were so inclined. What an odd question. Now, let me offer you a little treat. In exchange for the teensiest vial of your marvelous blood, I'll give you something that'll really throw your enemies for a loop. I'll only ask a nominal fee in exchange. Now, darling. Let's not be rude.
She said no. You should learn the meaning of the word.
My research will be quite worthless without proof. And my proof is running through your veins. I only need a tiny bit. Then my life will truly begin. I'd so hoped it wouldn't come to this. But I can't let my prize experiment walk out that door. I'd hoped to take a sample with your permission, but I can do without it.
Yes,
Sharp as a pig's testicle.
What now? Let's cook with fire, baby.
Report this.
Water.
Well,
If
common liquid anyway.
publicity disaster.
Let's talk.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear?
What's on your mind?
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
Holy hells.
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. Yet no contract is ended without sacrifice, Will. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact, and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch. Do it then. Claim my soul for Zariel. Keep my father safe.
Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Seems you've got a new mission, pup. Go save your father. He's locked in a very nasty place. Gortash's secret command center and prison. Lucky for you, I know the way in. I'll mark your map. After all, a deal's a deal. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Will gave up freedom to save his father. I will never understand people like that.
Time and again, Will's plight reinforces my decision not to pursue the path of a warlock. Will's father owes him gratitude. I hope for his sake Ravengard is gracious enough to offer it, given how much it cost.
I can't believe Will's given up his soul to Zariel. For a father he fell out with ages ago. There's such a thing as being too good. Someone ought to tell Will Ravengard.
The devil Mizora has made herself quite at home, hasn't she? Do make her feel as unwelcome as you can.
It can't have been easy for Will to resign himself to the Pact. But I'm glad he chose his father.
That preening vulture seems intent on haunting our camp. I suppose we shall find out if her kind sleep, and how heavily. Will is a good man, and that is exactly what his devil will use to bind him, in as many ways as she knows how. A man might twist himself into something else just to escape that collar. But I have no such fears for the blade.
Will sacrificed a great deal for his family. The pact may stand, but the strength of his character is clear.
Why the stunned face? You look like you've seen a devil. The pup dug his own hole, darling. I merely supplied the claws. I've always been the giving type, after all. To wit, go to Gortash's secret prison, and I'll help you spring Will's daddy free. Of course, you could always leave him to rot, but that would make Will's sacrifice worthless, and I know you wouldn't want that. You are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found a new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. Focus on the elder brain. I'd hate to clog that infected head of yours with needless details. Will's a gifted hunter, and Zariel's made her share of enemies in and out of the Hells. Devils, demons, deserters. They're a great burden on the Lord of the First. Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. The clause still holds. As long as Will doesn't tug on my leash, he'll be stalking only the wickedest prey. It's a win-win. You have the best ideas. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead, after all.
Twice Mazoras held my feet to the fire, and twice was I burnt. But my father will live. We will return the Grand Duke to his people. And forever a devil's leash will choke me. Sometimes, fate closes a door for good. The bolt is fastened, the key is destroyed, and a wish is forever locked away. The Hells will take my soul. I'll make my peace with it. I have once already, after all. Besides, there's no time to wallow in self-pity. More than anything, I'm elated that there's hope yet for my father. We should hurry to this mystery prison and retrieve my father before Mazora tries pulling more tricks. We will knock him out if we need to, or restrain.
Your skull vibrates in concord with the astral prism.
Bring me to your Duke. I will shield him, as I shield you.
Why would you do that?
Better to bring him into the fold than to leave you distracted by regret.
Well then, I'm not about to say no. This prison's in the lower city. Let's move.
Please, don't look at me.
I brought my own paring knife.